starting for the NFL. Colorado, getting ready to getting the meat and potatoes of their program, and things is starting to progress. But one thing I can tell you is, man, it's nice out here right now. That's what I can tell you. It's a nice breeze out here right now. Yes, it is. I'm appreciating. I got a meeting at 2, so it's 12. I gotta hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I'm waiting on something. I'm waiting on these damn groceries, and then I gotta be out of here by 2 p.m. Well, I gotta be somewhere. Well, no, 3 p.m. actually. Yo, one thing I can tell you guys is this: Shedeur Sanders is the talk of Cleveland right now. Um, Everybody is anticipating what he's gonna do in training camp. For somebody that's supposed to be fourth on the depth chart as far as quarterbacks, that's what they say, but we don't know officially. But I think that's what they're saying. It don't even matter. I'm watching all the sports channels, right? That's involved with Cleveland. I'm watching all the Cleveland channels, right? Everybody is talking about him. They try to talk about other stuff, but they segue back into Shedeur. And at this point, this is what I'm hearing. At this point, everybody know what he can do. It's just a matter of time when he get his opportunity. But from what I'm hearing, his preseason games, whenever they decide to put him in, it's going to be the most watched. Whenever he get in the how many preseason games do they have? I forget. I think they cut it short. But whenever he get his snaps, everybody's going to be watching when he get his snaps in preseason. I heard the media. I wish I was, to be honest with you now, I wish I was out in Cleveland. I wish I could, man, it's kind of too late. I was thinking about it. Maybe I should just go out to Cleveland. It ain't that far of a drive for me. I could just go out to Cleveland. But I would have to get a press pass or something to get into the facility to watch. But from what I'm hearing, it's everybody is anticipating the training camp with him. And it's all eyes on him. That's crazy. They talking about the veterans too. They got a few veterans they talking about. But for the most part, all of the chatter and everything is on Shedeur. He's already the fan favorite in Cleveland already, in the city of Cleveland. And so that's what everybody's looking. I heard everybody trying to go to the camp. Now, when I was in Virginia, I could go to the Washington camp. They used to practice in Richmond. I don't know where they practice at now. I don't know if it's still Richmond. But they had a facility out there. We used to all go out there. They used to open it to the public. And we used to go out there and oh shoot. Damn, something damn fly. Um so I think that's gonna be the same thing for Cleveland. The fans are gonna be lined up at that camp trying to get an eye on him. Um he is the most talked about right now in camp. And he's a rookie. And it's gonna stay that way as long as he's there. It's gonna remain that way. It's a buzz going around him right now, a straight buzz. And just from watching his videos and his training camp videos, I've been watching all of them. Travis, watch a little bit of, and shout out to Mayers. I forgot that. I forgot to mention Justin Mayers yesterday, guys. I forgot. Justin Mayers is off to Canada. That's a real good look for him. And he's putting in a lot of work. He's also transitioned as well. He looked different. You can tell he putting in a lot of work. Um, he putting in a lot of work right now, and it's starting to show. So I think he might get his opportunity at some point. Um, but shout out to Justin Mayers. I forgot to mention Justin Mayers yesterday. They congratulate him. Oh yeah, but yeah, 250 million in jersey sales, but he get a percentage of it, man. That's a blessing. 250. Think about that. 250 million dollars in jersey sales alone. You think they gonna let that go? No, no, thank you. They not letting him go. He generating all that money. No, thank you. He gonna stay right there. I know some teams are wishing because there's a quarterback. Then Phillip Rivers. Well, no, he already had retired. He just want to retire at his original team. But I know there's a couple. Trust me, there's a couple teams around the NFL right now that's looking at that money generating. I knew that was gonna happen. I gotta run up in there real quick. Um, they looking at because dollars make sense. Everything else, all the talk is talk. But when you talk about revenue and stuff like that, that's what makes the most sense is the revenue. The revenue that he's generating right now will ensure that he's staying there. He's not going anywhere. All the other stuff like Yahoo Sports and stuff, they not to be taken seriously. It's about business in the NFL, and he's what you call a cash cow. Is he already? Okay. Damn, I didn't realize they went right past me. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's big business with him. Um, all the money he's generating, and he got his business in order, which is perfect. We knew he was going to have his business in order because of his dad. But what is that knocking? Uh, hold on one second. Let me see something. Yeah, so he's what you call he's a cash cow, and I was just thinking about that. Where they talk about, oh, is he gonna make the team? And that's just all talk, and that's not anything to worry about. That's just them just trying to hate or whatever they trying to do. But we looking at business at this point. The business and the optics surrounding Shedeur is great, and he know a lot about media just by him being out in the community. He wanted to be out in the community. That's something that he wanted to do, but the optics look real good by him being out there supporting the community and stuff like that because the NFL is all about charity work, and eventually he gonna get one of them things on his jersey. When you do a lot of charity work, that Walter Payton, he gonna get one of those eventually in his career. Remember I said that. He's gonna get one at some point with all the charity work he's doing. And that's something that they need. They need ambassadors. Because with things that's the negative stuff that's surrounding the game, you need people to come along that's for the community. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's kind of like if I was an NFL team, I'm like, man, it's a blessing to have him there. I'm like, he showed up on time. And then on top of it, the jersey sales is through the roof. Like, you can't beat that. I'm like, he ain't going nowhere. If I was an NFL owner, no thank you. He could be on fourth string until he's tired. He's not going nowhere. I wouldn't have him going anywhere, period. But shout out to him. He's going through his first, training camp before, the actual training camp before the season. He's already went through one, the rookie mini camp and stuff, but this is actually his official one that he's going to always remember. You know, um, he's going to take these experience with him, and he's always going to remember that. So it's exciting. All the other players around that we're going to be watching, they starting their training camps, and LaJonte and them. Shout out to Will Shepherd. Will Shepherd don't got in there, and now with Will Shepherd, he's in a nice situation because they need wide receivers. I heard they weren't happy with the receivers they have, so they looking for a boost. So he got into the right situation. So shout out to Will Shepherd. I forgot to mention him yesterday. He he uh he got himself on the team, and so I'm looking for him to do some good things. And we already got what's his name already in the league already out there in Arizona. So it's kind of exciting, to have all these players that we can watch this year and watch their grind. You know what I mean? Watch them grind and all that. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a really exciting season to watch. Jimmy and all them do their thing. Jimmy in a real good position too, out there in Carolina, and LaJonte out there in Baltimore. So yeah, man, they making their start. How many games? Anybody know how many games in preseason? I can't remember. I know they cut it down. I can't remember exactly how many games in preseason they have. How's everybody doing? You said, I'm definitely not hopeful for Shedeur in Cleveland. They are notorious for failing quarterbacks. And after a while, you got to think it can be the players. It has to be them. You said it has to be the players? You're not hopeful for him? You want him to go to a better spot. You don't like Cleveland. I don't particularly like Cleveland either, but you got to go where the opportunity is. That's where his opportunity is right now. It's in Cleveland. Now, at some point, if Deshaun come back ready to go, he might be able to go or stay there or go somewhere else that needs a quarterback like right now. And trust me, all eyes are on him, not just the Cleveland Browns. Other NFL teams are watching him as well. Cleveland is not the only one that's watching him. He's being watched by everybody. The reason why he's being watched by everybody because he's a first round talent, and just politics and whatever the reason why he didn't make it. We know it's politically based. Yeah, we know it's politically based why he didn't get in the first round. Politically based. Man, I gotta take this cart back down. Yeah, so it's exciting, man. Training camp starting. I'm posting I'm posting a series of shorts for the rest of this month and the month of August on Shedeur skill set because they sitting up there trying to play a Jedi mind trick on us, like he not a first round pick. So how you doing? Good. Yeah, they're trying to play a Jedi mind trick on us, like he not a first round pick. So we're just gonna go down memory lane. We're gonna go down memory lane, and we're gonna look at this. I'm doing it as an analysis because in this particular draft, it was him and Cam Ward. And, in this country, then there's a battle. Hold on. Yeah, so they trying to play a Jedi mind trick on us. Like he really ain't that dude. And I'm like, I don't know what they talking about. Sorry about that. Man, that thing was loud. Yeah, so they trying to act like he not that dude. So what I'm gonna do is we just gonna go down memory lane then. Since they want to act like he's not that dude, yeah, that's exactly what we gonna do. Go down memory lane and show them one time that they got him all messed up. And so if Cleveland, if it gets to the point where I'm telling you guys this, there's a number to this. If it gets to the point to where they start that season 0-3, or 1-3 and 1-4, or 2-5, he's going in. And if he don't go in, they're not trying to win. So eventually it'll set him up to go somewhere else at some point. But you got to understand, he's been brought along his whole life. Coach Prime gave him nothing but the best of training. And shout out to Coach Prime. Hopefully he's all right. I know he said he's still going through some things, but hopefully he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Football is secondary. His health is everything. Yeah. Health is first. Football is secondary. So whenever he decided he's coming back, I think he'd be back right by training camp. He'd be back in Boulder. If he's not there already. I know he was at training camp with Shedeur. That's what they were telling me. Yeah, he's not only first round. What's up, Goat Talk? He said he's not only first round pick, he's top 5 pick. You mean, yeah, top 3 pick, you mean. Which is top 5 pick. That's like semantics at this point. Yeah, you're right. So that's all right. So let them start the season off. They talking about they might not even start the season off with Flacco. They might go with Kenny Pickett. Let them go with Kenny Pickett. We gonna sit back and do. And I promise you, I'm gonna sit back and don't let me go to that stadium. I might go viral. Don't make me take a trip to the dog pound, because I'll fit right in with the dog pound. I'll fit right in. I have a Shedeur jersey just doing the most out there. And I would like to get good seats where I'm in back of the bench. Just doing the most. Because let me ask you this, Goat Talk, you got to know this. Goat Talk, are you still there? You might know this. This is a technical question I have for you. We know that the NFL only carry a certain amount of players to the game. How many quarterbacks do they carry to the game? Is it 3 or 4? Let me know. Or if anybody know. How many quarterbacks suit up for the game? Goat Talk, how many quarterbacks suit up for the NFL game? Because they trying to say he's 4th on the depth chart. Because if he 4th on the depth chart, I don't think he go to the game. I think they carry 3, but let me know. Okay, if they carry 3, that's not. No, I'm not saying you're not correct. You correct, but that's what we call, that's not good. Because the fans are going to be complaining. If he not on opening day, if he not suited up on opening day, they're going to be complaining. They're going to really start complaining if he's not there when they're losing. If they start, remember this, Goat Talk, remember I said this to you. Remember I said, okay, DJH, you said it's usually 3. Okay. Remember I said this. If they lose the opening game, that opening game is very important for Cleveland. They got to win that. Because they got a hell of a tight end. I know he ready to win some ball games, goddammit. He ready to go to a Super Bowl. If not, let that tight end go to a winner, yo. Let that tight end is let that tight end go to a winner, yo. If y'all ain't trying to win, I know he got his money, but let him go to a winner then, and let Shedeur go to a winner if that's what they gonna do. But look, here's the thing: if they start off 0-3, if he ain't at that game, they gonna start complaining. Remember, I said that. If he's sitting home or he's sitting on that sideline in street clothes, they gonna start complaining. Cause I'll start complaining. The boo birds are gonna come out. They gonna start. The boo birds is gonna come out. I'm telling you this. So they're in a very unique position right now, Cleveland, because he's a fan favorite, and this is uncharted waters. I don't think we ever been in this situation before. This is uncharted waters here. A very unique situation. Not only is he a fan favorite, he's actually good. He's actually good, right? He's actually good, right? So if he's sitting on the street, if you telling me they can only suit up 3 quarterbacks, and if he's fourth on the depth chart, that means he gonna be in street clothes. So if he in street clothes, if they not having a if they not above, I'll give him. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him to the fourth game. Let's just wait to the fourth game, right? If they not above 500, he better not be in street clothes. He better not be. Let me find out that young man is in street clothes and they 0-4. Let me find out. Then at that point, then I don't know what to tell you. But we're gonna wait and see. We just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Because yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. How many quarterbacks do they carry in a game? So that means in a away game, he can't travel, correct? He can't travel in a away game if he fourth on the depth chart. Um, the optics is not gonna look good, especially in Cleveland. That's not gonna look good. They're in a very unique position right now. Remember I said this. If they end the season and they're not in the playoffs and they're not above 500, their coach getting fired. If the coach don't get fired, that means that they just have a losing mentality there. And the players that's there, they just about their money. They just fuck it. I got my money. Fuck it. I don't care if we lose or not. Fuck it. Because I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to put the best players on the field, whether you lose or not. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll give him the benefit. I know he's a rookie. Um, but you missed me with that fourth on the depth chart. Miss me with that. Miss me with it. And I'm not trying to down Dylan Gabriel. If I had to pick between him and Dylan Gabriel, it's a no-brainer. I'm going with Shedeur. I'm like, Shedeur, you getting on this plane? Oh yes. You know why I'm getting, you know why I'm putting them on the plane? Because what happens if they're in a situation where they're losing anyway? You might as well let him get his feet wet. Throw him in the wolves, man. Let him get his feet wet. And at least you can save face and like, okay, I let him get his feet wet. And we're gonna go back with the starter. He's in a very unique position. He is. This is uncharted waters. I never seen nothing like this. Yeah, it's going to be by week 5 or 6. It's contingent upon if they're winning or not. If they're winning by week 5, if they're 5-0, then he gonna have to wait because you can't fix nothing that's not broken. But see, they messed up because they brought in Kenny Pickett. Shit, if I was Kenny Pickett, that means I'm about to get a free check. If y'all don't play me, then y'all got to pay him. He getting a free. You might as well just donate to him at this point. It's a donation. And Flacco already made his money. He just chilling. If y'all want to sit me on the bench and pay me, then that's all good. But they're in a very unique position right now. Very unique. It's something that I've never witnessed before from a first round draft pick. And there's been a lot of bust along the years. And they gave bust a chance. Been a lot of bust in the league. And they never been treated like this. They never they I can't remember in recent years who had this much hype coming out of college. I think it was Jamarcus Russell. He had a lot of hype coming out of college. And if you ask me, it was Jamarcus Russell really that it was just on Jamarcus Russell, man. He actually had a lot of talent. He really did. But this situation is different. You got a guy that's coming into the league that's damn near plug and play. The only thing that he missed in his whole career was offensive line. He always struggled with the offensive line, even at Jackson State. He struggled with the offensive line. Um, he's never had a like NFL caliber offensive line. He got it now, and that's all he needed. That's all he needed was an NFL caliber offensive line, and he ready to go. That was the only, when I was doing a scouting report on him, I did an honest scouting report. I tried to find something wrong with his game. The only thing I could find was, which everybody talked about, maybe he held on to the ball too long. But here's the thing about that. He actually didn't hold on to the ball that long. He has such unbelievable awareness. He will hold on to it knowing that he will make a play. He had that mentality. And they won a lot of games last year with him making stuff happen. Like, wait, okay, damn, okay, the play is progressing. Let me go ahead and throw it. That's the only thing I can have on him. That's the only knock. I can't find nothing else. And that would have been corrected if he was in Miami. If he with the Hurricanes, he wouldn't have had that problem. That's what I'm saying. If you put him on any other college team, he wouldn't have had that problem. They would have been winning. But you have to go, he had to go where the blessing was in Colorado. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Colorado. It was a blessing for him to go there because his stats went up even in the Power 5 level. And he got them to he ushered them to a playoff, a bowl game the first time in years. Okay? He brought excitement to that city. The first time that's happened in years. The last time I checked for Colorado is when Rashawn Salam won the Heisman Trophy. Rest in peace. That's the last time I checked for him. When he won the Heisman Trophy. That's been since the 90s. I was a kid then. I was a young whippersnapper when he won the Heisman Trophy. You know how long ago that was? That's in the 90s, man. He brought some excitement to that city that hasn't been there for a very long time. In order for you to bring that kind of excitement, you have to be extraordinary. Now, don't get me wrong, he had Travis too now. Travis was a very big part of that success, but here's the thing. Here's how that translates into the NFL. Don't he got Jerry Jeudy? He'll do the same thing he did with Travis with Jerry Jeudy, yo. Jerry Jeudy will have a career year if Shedeur is the quarterback. He'll have a career year. Because Shedeur, one thing about Shedeur, this is another thing that the reporters are saying, the local reporters. His ball placement is immaculate. His ball placement. If you look at the quarterback coach, when he's looking at Shedeur, he's in awe. He's talking to him like he's a veteran. He said, hey, I just need you to do this a little bit and that's it. That's how he talking to him. He said, yeah, I like that. But yeah, do it like that. Let me see you do it like that. And then he do it like that. Let me see you do this. Let me see you do that. He making his job easy. That's what's happening. He's looking at him like he's a veteran. You got to see how they looking at him when he play. Even though he's not taking first team reps, it don't matter. I see how Flacco and them is looking at him. And I see Flacco saying some stuff to him. Yeah, I like that. Do this. How about that? They looking at him. They're like, oh yeah, he the future. He the future. That's how they all looking at him. They say, oh, we like this. Oh yeah, we like that ball. He has immaculate ball placement. I never forget what this coach said to Shiloh when they were getting ready for like when Shedeur was throwing around for the pro day. He said to Shiloh, he said, I want to say something to you about your brother, man. He said, I haven't seen this in a long time. He said, when his ball is off a little bit, it's only off by a hand. It's not off by a yard. He said he has very immaculate ball placement. And Shiloh said, yeah, I guess he really is that good. He said, no, I'm serious. He said, I'm looking at his ball placement. That ball is never uncatchable. It's always within catchable range, within a hand range. If it's off, he said, if it's off, it's not off by a lot. He said, I haven't seen that in a long time. That's what that coach said. He said, man, this kid is special. And he said, I just wanted to say that about your brother. And Shiloh was like, yeah, I guess he's really that good. He is really that good. And I tried, guys, I'm telling you right now, I tried to find a reason to justify him going late in that round. I tried to find it. Okay, I went back. See, I'm going back, right, since Jackson State days. I'm going back to the beginning. I'm trying to figure out, you know what somebody said? You know what somebody said? I kid you not, guys. You know what this kid said? He's a vlogger for the Cleveland sports. He said, yeah, he's getting that spiral down tight. He's working on his spiral. What you mean he working on his spiral? What you mean? What you mean? I have footage of him throwing the ball in a garbage can 50 yards away. He's done it. He's done it multiple times. He's like what you call, he's like a savant when it comes to, he's like a prodigy when it comes to that game. He's like, when he did that, that's like Steph Curry-ish. When Steph Curry is doing shit, like you think he's a robot. That's what Shedeur is doing with that ball. And then they said, well, we got to see if he got an arm or not. Well, for the rest of this month, for the whole month of August, I promise you, I got shorts coming out showing his arm. I promise you this. It's already locked in. I've already made the shorts. I made 30 shorts already. 30. And they're all going out on a time basis, leading up to the season. And I'm doing that for a reason, because I'm documenting it, because it's already been documented, because Bucky already documented it. What Bucky did was, guys, he's a documentarian. He's not a YouTuber, he's a documentarian. It's a difference. He's documenting a moment in time. And the footage don't lie. That's why we can go back to the footage. The footage never lies. So we going back to the footage. And he showed greatness even in his freshman year at Jackson State. He showed it right there. And I honestly believe the reason why he fell so low in the draft is because he didn't have an agent. He didn't have a traditional agent. He didn't go that route. Because I was like, who is his agent? And it was no talk of an agent. I said, he got an agent. And then it's what is the prime equity? I think that's his agent. That agent stuff stays in the family. I think that may have done it. Because they're like, we don't want them having all this power. And, they tried to buff him, low him around because he didn't get his signing bonus. But he created his own signing bonus. Ain't that something? With them damn jersey sales. The hell with a signing bonus. He got this signing bonus. Shit, $250 million in jersey sales. He get a part of that. Okay? He's creating generational wealth, and he ain't even started a game yet. So the hell with all that. And it's only going to get, man, it's only going to get, he's already slated to make over $180 million in Cleveland. They already projected it. They've already projected that. He's making so much money, he don't even have to touch his NFL salary. That's how much money he's making. And he's a media magnet. He's a media magnet. This is a very unusual situation. He's a very special person. The reason why I say that is not because, I'm being biased. He didn't have to go down there to visit the inner city when they had that problem. He didn't have to go down there. He could have been on vacation like everybody else. But guess what he did? He went down there. Not only was he just down there for a photo op, he was actually playing with the kids, joking around. They think he's one of them. The kids think he's one of them, yo. That's their guy. Do you imagine the impact he's going to have on that community? That's crazy. This is beyond football, what he's doing. He's like a humanitarian. He's an ambassador. He's going to be an ambassador for the game. And he's going to be an ambassador for the game just because of him being himself. He's not doing that for the camera. He's doing it because that's how he is. That's just how he is. And then what did he do after that? He could have went on vacation. No, he worked with the high school kid, the local high school kids throwing the ball around. You know what that means for them? To have him out there? They feel like he's one of them. The community feels like he's one of them, yo. He the type of person, he could show up at a cookout. Everything is be straight. Everybody be gravitating around him. He just show up at a cookout. He got that city on lock already. And he's a rookie. He got it on lock already. He's an ambassador. He's already an ambassador already. Everybody else on vacation. They don't work that hard in the NFL. Not a lot of them to see. Some of them do. They think they work hard, but they not grinding like how Coach Prime wanted his kids to grind. Because I remember when Travis, I saw his vlog, right? Now press 1 if y'all heard this. When Travis had his last vlog, when he was throwing around with Trevor Lawrence, at the end, he was like, so what y'all doing on this day? Y'all working out? Trevor said he going to play golf. Tell me, press 1 if you heard that. He said, I'm going to play golf, yo. He going to, like, I never seen Tom Brady play golf and he losing. Never. Never. I've never heard Tom Brady play golf. Tom Brady play golf now because he don't want all type of Super Bowls. He can play golf. Okay? Russell Wilson can play golf because Russell Wilson already won a chip already. He can play golf. Joe Flacco can play golf. He's already won a chip already. He's been in the league 19 years. Say what you want about Russell Wilson. He won a chip already. Okay? He said he going to play golf, and Travis thinking about working out. It's like, when y'all want to grind again? Okay? And these players, they get the money and stuff. That's why the winners win, yo. These kids want to win. I hope one day they all find themselves on the same team. Because they going to win. If they all on the same team, they going to win. No wonder Coach Prime say he don't want to coach in the NFL. No wonder. He don't want to be around no rich prima donnas. Because Coach Prime he'll be running them like hell in practice. He would too. I see how they be working in practice. I watched the Cleveland practice, how, they'll run. They're not going hard. They're not. Because they already got their contract. They already solidified. That's what separate the Hall of Famers from the rest. I never seen Tom Brady I never seen him really chill in the off season, really. He always was in that playbook. He said he spent like 8 hours a day watching film, even in the off season, every day. I don't know how he stayed married for so long. Football came first for him. Travis chasing greatness. Travis is chasing a gold jacket. He'll get there. His work ethic, as long as he stay healthy, he gonna get there. And you know how people in the NFL, oh, he can't play both sides and this and that. That's because he's sitting there grinding. Yes, he can. He's sitting there working out. He ain't even tired. He's sitting there joking around. They not going hard. They not, man, they not going, they not on his level going hard. They not. Yeah, he earned a big contract, but they gotta win. If they got Travis there, I expect them to be in the playoffs. Especially that quarterback signed for like 200 and some million. I expect them to be in the playoffs with that kind of money. But we in a different kind of age now. The players, you know what somebody told me? You got levels to football. Everybody not trying to win a Super Bowl. They trying to get the money. We in a different age. Like when I see Colorado, when I see them practice, they be going hard. Hard. Coach Prime, if he stayed coaching, he only a few years away. But the only problem is that whole thing. Whoever got the most money get all the players. So they're trying to regulate that, trying to put a salary cap. If they get a salary cap, he in business. But I don't know if they're going to have a salary cap. Trump is entertaining it. He's trying to see what he can do about that. They try to regulate it. It has to be a governing body to have a salary cap. Because if it wasn't a salary cap in the NFL, you can just be like the New York Yankees back in the day and just buy a team. You buy championships.
He looks nice. Just pull him away from people. When you see people, you hold him tight. Sometimes people get nervous. Okay? So just hold him. This is the second one.
You said, will the Buffs make the playoffs? I'm not sure if they're in playoff mode yet. They're not there yet. They need a few more pieces, and the problem is, it's the team who got the most money is buying all these players. So that's the problem that they're having, is that there's no like governing body to have a salary cap on this money situation. I'm not even talking about NIL. I'm talking about the back money. There has to be like a salary cap. The reason why is because so it can be even. That's what that's why what's his name got out of coaching. He got out of coaching. He got out of coaching 3 years early. Coach Saban. That's why he got out of coaching. He was 3 years before he should retire. He could have coached another 3 years, but he didn't want to do it because he saw where it was going. Now, as far as this team, as far as the running attack, they are better. As far as the running attack, they got a bona fide running attack now. Oh yes, they got a bona fide running attack. They can run it. They can run the time out on people now. They got a quarterback that got wheels on him, and I know he's starting them because I remember at the press day how Coach Prime was talking to him. He know he got a special one. He got a Heisman Trophy hopeful. He should be on the Heisman Trophy watch list. The reason why I say that is because if he run for close to 1,000 yards and throw for 3,000, we now talking a Heisman Trophy. We now talking back-to-back Heisman trophies in Colorado. Back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners. If he can run for close to 1,000 yards and throw for 3,000, because it's going to call for him to run that ball. It's going to call for him to do it. He don't have to run for 1,000. I could say if he run for 700 yards and throw for over 3,000, we're looking at a Heisman Trophy winner. Especially if they get deep in and get a respectable bowl game. We're looking at now a Heisman Trophy winner. He should be on the Heisman Trophy watch list. Just because he can run that ball, he turns into a running back, and that's a threat that Colorado has, and they also got the receivers to back it up. And then on top of it, don't let them play both quarterbacks. Don't let them do it. They're gonna really throw defenses off because that freshman is ready. But he's patient though. He know he got it next year, but because Caden, this is his last year. But trust me, that freshman, man, he throwing, man, he transformed his body already. He don't got bigger already. That's the work they putting in. And wait till Coach Prime get there. The training is gonna turn up a notch. You know how he get down. He run them into the ground. Yes, he does. That's why Shiloh and them is doing well. Shiloh gonna make the heat, man. The way they work, their work ethic is second. His work ethic, the way he had a team, is second to none. The only other person I can compare him to that I've actually witnessed was Coach Saban. He worked Alabama into the ground. Look, Alabama, they used to have their competitions was fierce in Alabama. Fierce. And LSU. LSU was another one. What's that old LSU coach back in the day? He was a coach when the Honey Badger was there. What's his name? Man, he had them kids working into the ground. It was a competition in practice. It was beef in practice. Beef. It was competition. But it was steel sharpening steel, iron sharpening iron. Okay? They got bone, yeah. They probably, when he say they're better than, yeah, he might be right, because they got a bona fide running game. Their running game, that quarterback, listen, I've seen quarterbacks with wheels in my day. The greatest I've ever seen was Michael Vick. He was the greatest. You had to have lived through Michael Vick to see how great he was. And on top of Michael Vick, I don't know who arm was stronger, him or Aaron Rodgers. It's probably about the same. And Brett Favre and all of them. He had arms like that. But his arm was like lethal. He had a laser for an arm, and he can flick that ball 60 yards. Just flick it. So, how you doing? Yeah, he could flick that ball 60 yards. He was something to see. But when I saw Caden Salter, I had to go back and really study him. Man, he was sitting there making the defenses look crazy. And he doing that in practice, making them look crazy. So you're gonna see Coach Prime yelling a lot. Oh, he gonna be yelling. Yes, he is. Because Caden Salter gonna make that defense look crazy. And you know how Coach Prime is about his defense. Because he's a defensive guy. You know how he is. I think Coach Prime might lose his damn voice when he get there in training camp. Caden Salter, like, he might make him lose his voice, man. Because he gonna be making that defense look crazy. And check this out. Who is that wide receiver? Who is that wide receiver they got, man? Remember in the last video, they said he looked like he warming up for a game? Who the fuck is that? Yo, where did he come from? I've been gone that long. Who is that wide receiver? Remember in the well-off video, they said he looked like he warming up for a game? Who is that? Who is that? Like, where did they find him at, yo? His name is Sincere Brown. Guys, guys, and yeah, I know his name. I went and looked at some of his stuff. They might have found the Travis Hunter replacement. What the fuck? I've been going that long? They have found a replacement for Travis. They found a replacement. Yo, Coach Prime and his recruiting staff ain't no joke. They second to none. The only person that can compare to them is Coach Saban. And the only reason why I say Coach Saban, just because of his name, that people go there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to Alabama. I'm going with Coach Saban. So Coach Saban, I know ain't nobody. I said a replacement. I know. I ain't gonna say you can't completely replace him now. He don't want every. Travis Hunter is highly decorated, so you know what I mean. That kid is serious. I listen. The way he was warming up, yo. I'm like, yeah, it do look like he warming up for a game. That's a dog right there. Coach found a dog. He found a dog, yo. He found another dog. He sure did. So I said, let me go look at some of his highlights. I said, oh yeah, he found a dog. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else that's coming to Colorado. Travis' brother. Oh yeah, he coming to Colorado. Yes, he is. He coming to Colorado. I can see it. He gonna be there. He gonna be there. He got dog in him too. He got dog in him. He sure do. But yeah. When I say they found a replacement, I'm saying a lot because I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something in him. Yeah, that's hard to say to be around. Yeah, I should not talk. Yeah, but you know what I mean. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, nah, it ain't total replacement because he don't play defense. But you know what I mean. They in good hands. Because Caden Salter, he got that mentality where he want to make you look bad. So look for Coach Prime to damn near lose his voice in practice because he gonna make that defense look bad. Because he turns into a running back. And he got all them juke moves and all that stuff right there. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All I know is Travis' brother coming to Colorado. Stop playing with me. He coming to Colorado. That's just what it is. I mean, damn, they damn near got the same name. Travis. You know what I'm saying? Travis. They damn near got the same name, man. Travis. He coming to Colorado. I don't care what nobody say. He is coming to Colorado. Just wait on it. I believe he's is he a junior in high school now? But his brother, I mean, damn, Travis. They got the same name damn near. Travis. And I see how he catch that ball. He catch the ball just like his big brother. They catch it the same way. I don't know if he a senior, but I know he coming to Colorado. Stop playing with me. That's where he going. And shit, if I was his brother, I say, you know where you going, right? You going over there where Coach at. That's where you going. Oh yes. I'm not sure if he's a senior though. I have to look at his year to see what if he's a senior or not. But he got the same frame as Travis. The same frame. The same frame, the same athletic ability, the same everything. You said, do they have a quarterback though? You talking about Colorado? Of course, they got two of them. They got quarterback. We ain't worried about the quarterback position. That ain't a problem. The problem is the offensive line. Did they get the offensive line correct? I believe they did. I believe they did. Because they looking like they all did a bid. That's what they looking like, especially Rock. You see how Rock look now? Rock looked like he did a bid. That's what he looked like. They look like they did when they took that group picture, they looked like they did a bid. All of them. It looked like they was on the damn yard, yo. That's what it looked like. All they got to do is be average this year. That's all they got to do. They going somewhere. What I would have liked to saw is what's that coach that used to play at Colorado? 0 to 60 guy, or 10 to 6, whatever his name is. I would like to see him have a more of a say so in this offensive line because he breed dogs over there. He damn sure do. But they do have a player that used to play at Colorado that was in the NFL. He's really good. So they in good hands. And they also got, what's his name, from Jackson State. So they're in good hands. And they got a dog on that defensive line, yo. He already helping people. I forget his name. He just looked like he going to hunt the quarterback. He looked like it. He just looked like a 3 technique guy. Yeah, they brought in Marshall Faulk. That's what I'm saying. The running game should be improved now. They brought in Marshall Faulk. That quarterback that went to Virginia, he should have stayed in Colorado. I forget his name. He made a mistake. He shouldn't have went to UVA because I think it's something about the money they offered him. I heard they reneging on it. They offered because it was reported that they offered him $1 million. I mean $500,000. So I hope he get it, but he should have stayed in Colorado, man. Sometimes you're not supposed to leave a team. You got to stay where you at. He should have stayed where he's at because he would have got a lot of burn this year. Dylan should have stayed where he's at too. But you know how it is. You said these kids have families that need money. Yeah, but with an education, you'll make money for a lifetime. But I get it. You got to get the money. I get it. Don't trust me. I see it in both ways. You said, yeah, now he's stuck in the port. He better come back to Colorado. He better go visit the Prime Ranch. Shit, it couldn't be me. I'm like, Coach, how you doing, Coach? He said, what's up, dog? Coach, let me holler at you real quick. You heard me? Coach, let me holler at you real quick. Well, what's up, dog? Yeah, Coach, they on reneged on that money, Coach. Coach, they reneged on the money, Coach. You know the crazy thing is UVA got the money. They could pay somebody 500, but I don't think they're gonna do that. We'll see. I hope he get the money, to be honest with you. But I just know how UVA get down. Now UVA, they just paid the basketball coach a lot of money. They took away my alma mater basketball coach VC. I went to VCU, and they paid the coach a lot of money. And they took one of the point guards, paid him a lot of money. UVA got money. They got a lot of money up in UVA. They got they got a lot of money up in UVA. So I'm not sure if he's gonna get the whole 100,000, but he gonna get something. See, you gotta have that in contract. You can't just go on the word. You gotta have that in writing. And that's happened a lot around the country. Oh, all right. Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to get stuff in writing. It happened to another Colorado running back, the one that transferred from Jackson State. He was promised some money and didn't get it. I think he went to Albany State. But yeah, Colorado got some money up there. I just believe, like Jordan Seaton, he's staying put. Because he know he three and done anyway. So you need more players like him that don't mind sticking it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay loyal to it. Because if a program is already working, you might as well stay in that program. Yeah, so, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so sometimes you got to stick it out. But I get what you're saying. Some people need the money, stuff like that. I get it. But don't shit. I'm trying to be up there where coaching them at. That's where I'm trying to be at. They got all the NFL people up there. Especially, I mean, don't you think you can learn something from Marshall Falk? I'll be trying to learn, see what Marshall Falk bringing to the table. But I get it. You need the money. Oh, him and Marshall Falk got into it. I didn't see that. Yeah, well, he stayed where he's at then. You ain't getting into it with no Marshall Falk. I want somebody like that to stay on me, on my bumper. Shit, Marshall Falk. I want Marshall Falk to stay on my bumper. Let me tell you something. If a coach is on your bumper, that means that's a good thing. If the coach is not talking to you, that's a bad thing. If he's sitting there getting on you, that means he see the potential. That's old school. If a coach on your bumper, that means that's a good thing. If he constantly in your ear, that's a good thing. All you got to do is watch film. See, these old school coaches, they put so much into the game, they want the players to be the same way. You got to be living this thing. You said Colorado has the money. Yeah, they got the money. Shit, I'll stay right on up there. It's a nice set, beautifully set area. It ain't too much to do but sit there and watch film, play football, go to school. That's it. You got everything you need up right there. But anybody heard anything on the block bully? Did he get any kind of contract offer or Canadian League offer or anything? I would expect him at least go to Canadian League. I haven't heard nothing on him yet. Have you heard anything on Shedeur? Shit, he can go up to Canada and make 100K a year. Easy. If you want to keep playing football. That's where Mayers is going. And no, Will Shepard, didn't he sign with an NFL team? Yeah, and Will Shepard just signed with somebody. I heard that yesterday. Yeah, Green Bay, they need a wide receiver too. They need a depth. They need depth in their room. They need it. They definitely need it. So that's why they picked him up. They need more depth. Um, Jimmy Horn was just recently talking on with Shannon Sharp and Ocho, and he was saying like, what's the difference? Like he's like, man, that depth. He said that room, man. He said the depth in that room. He said, I'm trying to get on that bus to play, man. I'm trying to get on that plane. He said, you got to do something to try to make that plane. That's a lot of depth. They got. He ain't lying. They do. But I heard Green Bay, they weren't happy with their wide receiver room, so they looking for a spark. And Shepard got size to him, so we'll see what he do. He got some good hands too. We'll see what he do. But I thought I would have heard something from Chidozie by now, like at least the Canadian League or something. But it's getting around that point now, so we'll see if there's any activity from him. I know Mark Bassett, he got drafted into the Canadian League, so he's up in Canada. Now, see, here's the thing with Mark Bassett. He do well in Canada. He could get a call up because it's not a lot of punting jobs to go around. But if something open up and he doing good in Canada, they'll call him up. That's usually how the kickers and punters work. You say hopefully Shepard don't drop the ball. Well, the opportunity is his now. That's big for them to call him up. That means they need a spark. They need to see what he can do. You said that prime equity clause. I like that clause. Get a little bit of money. Get a percentage off your likeness. Shedeur making all kind of money. But yeah, Cleveland, they're in a very unique position right now. Cleveland, because they're in a unique position because you mean to tell me he fourth on the depth chart? That means he ain't traveling with the team. That's what you're trying to tell me. So that's cool. He don't travel with the team. They sit there and lose the game, and now they don't start the season at 0-4. I expect him to bump up on that depth chart. Stop playing with me. But we'll see. He could. You know what could happen? He can get in training camp and just outplayed the Gabriel and just get bumped up to the 3 spot. Or I'm saying 3 spot. The reason why I'm saying that is I'm trying to give Kenny Pickett the benefit of the doubt because they the one set up there and then signed him. You see what I'm saying? Unless they trying to give him a donation, he just collect millions of dollars and don't play. Shit, I'd be content with that. Shit, he ain't gonna play me. I'm just go ahead and collect my money then. But now some people are saying that he might be one on the depth chart. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Politics, man. It's a political game. So what you guys think Colorado season? They start the season against Georgia Tech, right? What you think their record gonna be this year? Goat talk. So what y'all think? What you think the record gonna be this year? They play off. They bowl eligible again this year, right? That's what I'm expecting. The schedule look a little tough though. Look a little tough, a little bit tough, but it's a grind. It's Power Five football for you. What Cole Mathis up to? What he doing? I gotta go check. He got bigger. Cole get bigger yet? Cause Cole on a weight plan. He is definitely on a weight plan. Oh, Caden Salter, survey. I'm expecting Caden Salter to get the start. He's the elder statesman, so I expect him to get the start. He got them wheels, man. You need them wheels. They gonna be rolling with that running game for sure. What is y'all projection on the season though? Looking at the record, how many games you got them winning? Well, let me see. Something just came up. What are they saying here? Oh, this is nothing. Is it me or Shiloh look like he gonna headhunt somebody? He look like he don't got bigger. Scary man. He looked like he just ready to lay somebody out. He just ready to lay somebody out, man. For real. I can't wait to see him in the preseason game. But as far as you said quarterback, they going with Caden Salter. He gonna smack somebody. I can't wait for Shiloh to do it. He gonna woo the crowd somehow. Somebody gonna catch one. But he definitely got size to him. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. He got size to him. Shout out to Shiloh out there getting it done. Yeah, he do got a crazy switch. Now, the only thing I'm worried about him is in the game, Shiloh, please. Them refs gonna be watching you. Just hit him between the numbers, please. Because if you don't, he's gonna get kicked out. They're gonna be watching him. Because he's like, you know what he could have been on the Legion of Boom. He could have easily fit in with them. Easily. He got that mentality. I'm gonna hit you. I mean, he hit so hard, he broke his arm, man. That's how hard he hit. He don't took himself out the game. That's how you know he crazy. Shiloh crazy. He got that crazy switch. He does. He's sitting there talking to himself in the game. Travis do the same thing. I said, these people crazy. They got a crazy switch. He just sitting there talking, laughing and shit after he don't hit you, flexing. Yeah, Shiloh crazy. He crazy. He stay in that playbook, okay? He stay in the playbook, and he gonna sit up there and hit somebody. I hope he don't get no fighting practice, because it's gonna happen. Because he gonna hit one of them veterans the wrong way, and they gonna want to fight. But oh well, it is what it is. I'm trying to be on that plane with y'all playing, so you could take it how you want to take it. I hope they have that same mentality. You know, you can't hit the receivers in practice. I hope they don't, because if it is, he gonna lay somebody out. So hopefully they have that same thing Prime does, because that's what Prime do. You can't hit my receivers now. You can't hit my receivers because he knows Shiloh crazy. Okay, so we just hope that Shiloh hits between the numbers, man. Please, please, just hit between the numbers. That's a young Ronnie Lott, man. He liked to hit like Ronnie Lott used to hit, a woo hit. So let's just worry about him. Just hope he just do the right thing because he's crazy. And that's what coaches want. They want that. Oh yeah, we like him. I heard they like him already. They love him up there. Love him in Tampa Bay. Oh yes, they love him up there because he's old school. Yeah, they love him up there because that you don't want a safety like that lingering around. He dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you know. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I can't wait. I'm gonna have him marked on my calendar for that preseason game. He said, "What you said? Headache Gang CEO, Twitch streamer with a crazy switch. Yeah, and he streams on top of it. Ain't look, his crazy ass be out doing food reviews. He's crazy. Look. He's a nice guy off the field. Don't get me wrong. He's nice, right? But on that field, he's crazy. He's gonna have that mentality where, okay, y'all didn't want to draft me, right? Okay, I'm just gonna take it out on your receivers then. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's his mentality. I'm just gonna take it out on your receivers then. Since that's what you want to do. Since that's what you want to do. I'm gonna take it out on them. He gonna catch somebody slipping. Now there's some running backs in the league that he ain't gonna do that to. It's gonna be a crazy situation because he's not gonna shy away from him. What's that big running back in the league? He's almost dangerous. I forget his name. I'm like, damn, the dude is dangerous. Wasn't he just up there in Colorado practicing? That's another one. He's another big running back that's hard to bring down. Yeah, he was just up there working out with Mayers, Justin Mayers. That's another one that's hard. That it hurts to hit him. You know what I'm saying? So you got a couple running backs like that in the league, but here's the thing: you got a couple receivers that need to be careful. When you got Shiloh out there lurking around, you got to be careful. The only thing I hope for Shiloh is to hit between the numbers, because the ref's gonna try to kick him out the game. You know, stuff like that. That's something he always got to worry about. But other than that, Shiloh is always at the ball. So that's what they need. Yeah, they like him up there in Tampa Bay. I heard about it. Oh, Travis vlog, they up there food testing. Everybody food testing. Travis don't even look like no football player. He don't. He don't act like one either. But when he gets on that field, when he put them uniform on, it turns into something different. Don't let all that dancing fool you. He want to make you look crazy. That's his mentality. I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna make you look crazy. I'm gonna talk a little shit to you. All type of stuff. I saw him guarding somebody in practice, made him look crazy. The dude couldn't even separate from him. And on top of it, he don't get tired. That gotta be frustrating. If you're a receiver and you gotta be matched up against him and he don't get tired and he's just sitting there dancing and laughing, that gotta be frustrating. That gotta be frustrating. Jimmy don't get tired either. The only thing with Jimmy is the reason why he didn't get a lot of shine is because there wasn't enough ball to go around. Because, Travis got a lot of touches. He had a Heisman Trophy year. But Jimmy is good. I've been telling y'all about Jimmy. He is good. Been telling you. But the only one I'm worried about is that Shiloh, though, because he crazy. And the crazy thing about him is, go look at his vlog. I didn't know he was that big. Did you? I didn't know he must have got bigger. He got soccer legs. Like he should be playing soccer. That's not a good look for him to hit you. Shiloh looked like he can play soccer. I didn't realize he was that big. So he's dangerous. You got to be careful because the ref's gonna be like, oh, he targeting and all that stuff. Watch, it's gonna watch. They're gonna be like, oh, he targeting, and they're gonna try to kick him out the game because they don't want people hitting like that no more. But he's gonna do it. So that's the only knock I have against him. He just got to be careful. He got to be careful. That's it. As far as him being around the ball and being in the right spot, I'm not worried about that. He's a plug and play type of player. He can go anywhere in the NFL and the coaches will love him. Because the problem with him is he's going to lay somebody out. I'm telling you all this, I'm telling you he is. But we gotta watch his health too, because he don't give a damn. He gonna lay you out regardless. He don't give a damn. He gonna break an arm or whatever. He gonna lay your ass out. And he got size to him. I didn't realize. I was like, yeah, don't. I was knocking him. I said, oh, he a little small. You know what I'm saying? You know, Troy Polamalu bigger than his. No, they about the same damn size. I didn't realize that. I'm like, damn, how big is this dude, yo? You said no, he don't need none of Ray Lewis shoulder. You know, his shoulder pads is already big. Look at Shiloh when he practicing. Look at his shoulder pads. Oh my God, man. Shiloh, just lower them shoulder pads into the numbers. Please. Please do that. That's the only thing I'm worried about with him. Other than that, he gonna make that plane. He gonna be playing on opening day. Here's my thing on him. Because for me, Tyrann Mathieu is the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? In present day. You know what I'm saying? Tyrann Mathieu, how he's always at the ball. You know how Tyrann Mathieu has good instincts for the ball? Shiloh is the same way, but he's bigger, if that makes sense to you. He's bigger. And he will lay you out on top of it. Now, Mathieu, he's a lot, and I don't know too many people I can compare to Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu was, for me, like around this time, he's a gold standard. But as far as like laying somebody out, Shiloh gonna lay somebody out. It's just a matter of time. If they have it to where they hit receivers in practice, he gonna get in a fight. But I don't think they allowed to hit receivers in training camp. Because if so, he's for sure getting in a fight, for sure. Look for that to happen. He's gonna get in a fight because he's gonna lay somebody out. You know what I'm saying? So Shiloh, please protect your receivers, please, because you need them for the season. So, and he linked up with another crazy person. What's that dude on the Tampa Bay? He's crazy. The one on the defense. I saw him and Shiloh in a vlog talking to each other. Two maniacs talking. They like each other. You see what I'm saying? Because they both crazy. So he likes Shiloh already because he crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shiloh, man. He's an old school type of player. I like him. You know what I'm saying? So his only thing is he got to stay healthy. That's it. Nah, he don't need no Ray Lewis shoulder pads. We want him to play, you know what I'm saying? We don't want him to be getting suspended. He don't call himself Mr. Headache for nothing. Headache game for nothing. I never forget, remember in practice, I think it was last year, he laid Justin Mayers out. Remember that? He didn't even have to hit him. Justin Mayers was there and Shiloh just laid his shoulder pad into him. Crazy. It was Justin Mayers that he hit. I think it was Justin Mayers. Yeah, it was Mayers. And he hit him. Laid him out. Travis, my only take on Travis is he just got to stay healthy. Travis is what you call an Iron Man. He don't get tired. So He should do very well. And I think they're gonna try to play him a lot at wide receiver though. He gonna play on defense as well, but they primarily I think they're gonna try to. He's a receiver, but I see him getting reps on both though. He actually getting reps on defense as well. He's doing well. So, um, but out of all of them, Shiloh's the one I'm worried about. I'm a little worried about Shiloh, just a little bit, because I don't want him getting suspended. Because you know how he hits. Because you remember, perfect example. Remember in the UCLA game, he laid that tight end out. That was a clean hit. He hit him between the numbers. The ref kicked him out anyway, saying it was a little high. It wasn't high. He hit him between the numbers, but it looked bad though, the way he did it. And then he just kind of flexed and all that. You remember that? And then here come the flags, and they kicked him out the game. That was between the numbers. He hit him between the numbers, but he laid him out, and it looked bad. That was a hard hit too. Yeah, Shepard signed with Green Bay. Now Green Bay, they needed some more receivers, so they probably gonna use his services. Yeah, they did him dirty. The reason why, imagine what they're gonna do in the NFL though. In the NFL, if you even breathe hard on the receivers, you kicked out the game. So that's his only knock that I have for him. But it's not really a knock though. That's just how he plays. I wouldn't want him hit my ass, would you? Nope. He not sending my ass to the hospital. He crazy too, on top of it. You know you crazy, you break your arm in the damn game. You know you crazy. He don't broke his arm, he don't messed his leg up, he don't did all type of shit. He hit so damn hard. So, but I like him though, because he's an old school type of player, and he's suited in Tampa Bay with them coaches. They love him out there. Now, as far as Shedeur, he just got to sit patient, because if them Browns start that, they better not start that season 0-3. They better not. They better not, because the fans gonna start chanting his name. So he just got to stay patient. Yeah, Todd Bowles. Yeah, he gonna love. That's what Shiloh with Bowles, right? Yeah, he gonna love Shiloh, because he like that hitting mentality that Shiloh brings to the table. That's right down his alley. He loved that right there. That's all he needed. Is something like Shiloh to come there. Now he loved that. Now you got not only you got a weapon on the field. That's what you got. You know what I'm saying? Somebody lurking around, always at the ball, hoping somebody gets caught slipping so he can deplete you. It's crazy. And he don't got bigger on top of it. Was it Coach Prime that was talking about the dress code and stuff? He's saying they be wearing tights in the game. He don't like that. How they don't have like knee pads and stuff. I don't like that either. Why they do that? I guess it don't matter. I think it was either Ocho said it or no, Cam Newton said. He said it don't matter if you got the pads. If you get hit the wrong way, you done. It don't matter. He said the pads don't matter. But yeah, he said they wearing spandex. It's hilarious. He said that. That's just the dress code. That's how they do it. So when they picked up Shiloh, they got a steal when they picked him up. He should have got drafted. But anyway, they stole him. They got him. He got picked up quick too. But hopefully in training camp, he's not allowed to hit the receivers. Because for sure he getting in a fight. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And he don't give a damn. So that's what I'm saying. Just, Shiloh, just save it for the season, please. Save it for the season. Please save it for the season. Lord, I hope he don't play Travis. Please don't do it, because they going to be jaw-jacking at each other. Do they play each other this season? We'll see. He said he was been itching to hit Travis. Been itching. I know he used to talk about it. But, yeah, man, Shiloh is my favorite. He's like, because that old school type of mentality, he's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, Colorado. I like Travis, Shedeur. But Shiloh stands out to me. He's old school with it. LaJonte is going to have success. You know why? Because he knows how to get separation. And he got really good hands. So look for him to have a really solid career. Yeah, Shiloh old school, man. That's why I say with Bowles and them, just please don't let him hit the receivers. Because you need your receivers for the season. Because he's crazy. So just contain him. You know what I mean? Let him go through the motions and stuff. The walk through stuff like that. But don't let him hit nobody. Please don't. Because he's going to get in a fight. It's going to happen. The millionaires don't want to get hit like that. He's going to hit them, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he going to be in the league a long time. Yeah, I know they know what they have. That's why they were laughing. Like, oh, we got one here. Oh, yes. I remember he was talking to, I forget, his name is Tua something. That the way they were talking with each other, Shiloh right down his alley, because they both crazy. So he was showing him how to eat a chicken wing or some shit. They both crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just can't, just that's just their mentality. They different, man. I played with somebody like that in high school. And there was two people I played with in high school. One of them was a linebacker, but he was with the rainbow community. And this was like crazy back then. He was out there even back then. And I remember one of the opposing teams was making fun of him. Oh, you got back in the day they call him a bocce boy. Oh, you got a bot. I said, okay. All right, you call him that all you want to. He laid that dude out, yo. I'm talking about laid him out. He couldn't even play no more. I think he broke something on the dude. It's crazy. He was a linebacker. Like, leave Wayne alone, man. Leave him alone. I remember we used to make fun of him because we were like, damn, did you stay back? It was like he was like a grown-ass man on the field. It was another player we had, a dude named Bruce. And you know you old, your name Bruce. I think he stayed back 2 years. Like, it's just, he had a full beard in high school. It was crazy, just laying people out. I love that old school mentality when people just want to lay you out. You said, I think Jimmy was trolling Unc and Ocho when he asked him about finding a wife in the league. That was hilarious. Those are the last two people he should be talking to about that. Yo, I don't know. Was he trolling? Or maybe he didn't know. Yeah, he wasn't supposed. That's the last two people you need to be getting advice from. The last two. Unc ain't trying to get married. You think Jimmy knew, or he was just talking? You sit there and yelled at him, don't do it. I would say don't do it either, unless you found the right one. Because there's so much temptation. You see what I'm saying? Because I know myself. And she roughly got about $30 million. And when the lawyer took his percentage, she got about 20 million in her bank. And the reason why he settled with her is because he has a lot of endorsements and stuff. You want to settle that stuff quietly. You don't want to have all that stuff go out in the media because he's gonna lose a lot of money in the long term. So that's business. That's good business to just settle. I couldn't believe he asked Unc and them that. I couldn't believe that. I know they both look like, what? He asking us? Then the last two people. Because Unc still think he 20. Okay? So you know what he gonna say about that. I don't know if Jimmy was trolling. I think he was just talking. I don't think he knew the severity of it. I don't think he knew, yo. I don't think so. I think he was just talking. But I think somebody might have said, bro, you know what you said? But I'm going to tell you something, though. If you notice, I don't talk reckless about Shannon. I don't. I would not want to run into that dude, yo. He looked like he played football. He looked like he got hit too much. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying he got CTE, but he just looked crazy. Unc is crazy, man. Big Shannon is crazy. He's somebody you just leave alone. Like Jim Jones was talking about, he challenged him to a workout in the gym. Is Jim Jones crazy? Shannon Sharp lift weights in his sleep, yo. But Shannon sunned him. Do you see what he said? He was like, you comparing yourself to Nas? Hold on, you out of pocket. And did you see Nas just dissed him? Yo, Nas dissed him kind of hard, yo. Jim ain't gonna come. Jim better not answer Nas diss. He better not. I don't know if y'all heard about Nas dissed him. He sure did. Leave that man alone, yo. You don't want to poke the bear. But anyway, guys, I'm acting like I ain't got nowhere to go. I gotta get ready and get out of here. And but yeah, just want to come on real quick. You said he been lifting weights of cars like it's yeah. He country strong. Yeah, leave Big Shannon alone, yo. He lift weights in his sleep, yo. He looked like he could still play football. Shannon, he's been man. You leave somebody like you remember they played a clip, right? Ocho was talking and Shannon was like, "Shut up, shut the fuck up." Like he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, they just talking over there. They're just talking." You see how he turned it on and off? Yeah, man, you don't want to mess with Shannon, yo. I seen him in the airport one time. You know what I'm saying? And bro, he's like the Incredible Hulk, man. Yeah, Shannon, man. Yeah, when he drank that cognac, he drunk. It was when him and I think what's his name got drunk on the show one time with Dame Dash. He was interviewing Dame Dash. He kept drinking that cognac. He said, "Damn, how much you gonna drink?" He had a little bit too much cognac. But shout out to Big Shannon, man. That's somebody you don't mess with. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. You said Shannon in jail would be the toot man. Now you don't even mess with him in jail. You see his eyes? He look crazy. Like leave Shannon alone, man. He said, "That's my Michelle. That's my Michelle." When I heard that, like, yeah, leave Shannon alone, man. That's my Michelle. That's my Michelle. Oh yeah. And Shannon did that on purpose. He talking about he don't know how it went live. He did that. He did that. Like either she did it or he did it. And you just can't just go live on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? You just can't go live. You see, I got jokes, but I wouldn't say it in his face. And you see I'm saying it behind this camera. I ain't gonna say it in Shannon's face. He looked like the Incredible Hulk, yo. Is he on roids? Like, what's up with him? He just country strong. That's my Michelle. Oh, Michelle. That's my Michelle. That's it. He had. What you gonna do with it? That's my Michelle. He said, I'm gonna give you all this right here, this baby gravy. See, when you say baby gravy, that's he don't took too many hits in the NFL. No, he not on roids. He just crazy. He lift weights in his sleep. You see what I'm saying? I remember he got into it at a Lakers game. At a fucking Lakers game, yo. He gets into it with a player. How'd that happen? How he get into it with a player, though? They almost kicked him out the game. Like, Unc, sit down, man. And he had on that sweater. He had on I think the Mr. Rogers sweater and shit. A tight ass sweater with his man bag. You leave somebody like that alone, yo. Leave Shannon alone, man. But Jim Jones, he was sitting up there talking a little too much. And Shannon checked him. He said, you comparing yourself to Nas. You crazy. And you can't outwork me in the gym. You can't outwork him. Let me get out of here, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for joining.